My name is Todd Cox. I'm the Washington Psychiatric Society President-elect. I believe I have 2 to 3 minutes to proceed with one of the most honorable things that I can be doing tonight, which is to have the pleasure of being able to moderate our recognition of you all and the recognition of those individuals and organizations who have been so valuable to not only the Washington Psychiatric Society and our activities and our work, but also to the field of psychiatry and ultimately to helping us help our patients. And so what I'd like to do is to bring my colleagues up as well and have the opportunity for us to do just that and provide the awards and recognitions that are so important. The first thing, though, that I would like us to do is to honor and have as part of that recognition the sort of future of psychiatry and the future of WPS, which is represented annually at the symposium through the tremendous work of medical students and residents as part of the poster competition that is a highlight of this day. And so I would like to welcome to the stage our compelling mentor and chair of our continuing medical education program, Dr. Lufaro. If you could please come up.
Thank you, Dr. Cox, and good evening. Maybe knows we've kept the winner's secret until now. That's right, I am human clickbait. We've been very pleased by the breadth and depth of the submissions we receive from every training program in the DMV. And I'm grateful to my colleagues in the CME committee and elsewhere at WPS for careful reviewing and judging of all submissions, and especially to our distinguished CME director, Kathy Thompson, who not only kept us organized throughout the process, but offered a very warm and supportive welcome to all of the applicants. And I think they'll appreciate that. People were invited to submit their posters under one of 4 categories. There were 2 research categories: original research and that based on literature review. Then there was a 3rd category of case reports, and finally public health and public policy. So without further ado, each of the winners will receive a check. I'm not quite sure what WPS cryptocurrency is, but I should work that out. And a very nice, heavy framed certificate. So first, in the category of public health, patient advocacy, and health systems, the the award goes to Dr. Mark Rusage for his poster documenting linkages between perceived safety, care access, and well-being among transgender youth in the Netherlands and US, diversified across legislative restriction. Next, in the area of case reports, the winner is Dr. Jing-Zhang Pu for More Than Just a Mind Lost, a case of ex-ALD hiding in plain sight. Okay, moving on to the pair of research categories. We have next in the literature review category, we have Dr. Ketty Peters for targeting inflammation and schizophrenia, assessing aspirin and statins for psychiatric benefits. And finally, if this looks a little smaller, I understand the original frame broke and will be replaced. This is temporary. But number one in original research is soon to be Dr. Ujay Kim for his poster, Mitigating Imposter Phenomenon of Onboarding Military Medical Students, a workshop utilizing situated learning therapy.
Again, one of the things that we do annually is to provide recognition to those individuals, both members as well as organizations that are tremendously influential, not only in terms of the Washington Psychiatric Society and our activities, but also throughout the profession of psychiatry. So I'd like to welcome back up to stage my colleagues, Dr. Emery Dietrich, as well as Dr. Jake Schwartz, who are individuals of our executive committee, and Dr. Schwartz is also the head of the nominations and awards committee. And so let them take the show. And also, sorry, Enrico, if you could come up as well, as representing the entire executive committee. And we will start with you as yes.
All right, so 2 minutes. I don't know if that's enough for this one. So, well, this is the Charles Prudhomme Human Rights Award. One of the original members of WPS, Dr. Charles Prudhomme, psychiatrist, psychoanalyst, and professor at Howard University Hospital, which was his alma mater, had several notable accomplishments. He advocated for the American Psychiatric Association to submit an amicus brief in a Brown v. Board of Education case before the Supreme Court. He was appointed to the DC Mental Health Commission in 1962 and was the first African American to serve on it. He co-founded the Black Psychiatrists of America, served as vice president of the APA from 1970 to 1971, and was the first African American to do so in the history of the organization. And so the Charles Prudhomme Human Rights Awards was conceived to honor the spirit and the legacy of Dr. Prudhomme. The award is intended to honor individuals or organizations in our area who have demonstrated through their actions continued and successful commitment to advocating for human rights. And this is also an opportunity for us to remember Dr. Elio Sorer, who passed away last year, who was a driving force in creating these and other awards, many other initiatives of WPS. He was a good friend of Ambassador Rinaldi, and actually was over lunch at his home. The three of us and our wives talked about putting together this symposium in September. The 2025 Dr. Charles Prudhomme Human Rights Award goes to Dr. Constance Downlow. I will tell you about her. So, Dr. Gala, over 3 decades of clinical and educational excellence in psychiatry and psychoanalysis. That's what she has. Her clinical expertise spans psychoanalytic and psychodynamic therapy, trauma treatment, medication management, particular strength in addressing diversity and cultural competence. She is a leader in medical education, clinical supervision, and organizational consultation, specializing in diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. The practice integrates psychoanalytic frameworks while emphasizing trauma-informed care and culturally responsive treatment approaches. She holds the distinction of being the first Black woman president of WPS, the first Black WPS Assembly delegate, first woman and first Black APA Assembly representative of the Area 3 Council, which includes Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and us. She's a respected voice for racial literacy and medical education, and she has served on multiple work groups for the APA Board of Trustees and the Assembly Executive Committee. As a WPS Assembly delegate, Dr. Dunlap was the primary author of a key 2018 action paper, which urged broader discussion of race in the Diagnostic and Statistic Manual of Mental Disorders. The dedication led to her appointment on the APA work group that produced the 2022 DSM-5 TR chapter, Culture and Psychiatric Diagnosis. Dr. Dunlap began her education at the George Fish School, a segregated Rosenwald-funded school in Fort Mill in South Carolina. And she became one of the first Black students to integrate the previously all-white public school system. She earned her bachelor degree from Wheaton College in Massachusetts, her MD from Georgetown University School of Medicine, followed by an internship in OBGYN at the Washington Hospital Center. And then she did a residency in psychiatry at the George Washington University School of Medicine and Health Sciences, and also graduated from the Washington Psychoanalytic Institute, that now is the combined Washington-Baltimore Psychoanalytic Institute. She is a clinical professor of psychiatry and behavioral sciences at the George Washington University School of Medicine, where she's actively involved in teaching undergrad students and graduate medical students. She has also taught medical students at Georgetown, Howard University, St. Elizabeth's Hospital, University of Maryland, and she has taught psychoanalytic trainees at the Washington Psychoanalytic Institute. She's an active member of the American College of Psychiatrists, the American Psychoanalytic Association, Black Psychiatrists of America, Black Psychoanalysts Speak. She contributes to the Black Psychoanalyst History Project, which is a Washington-Baltimore Center for Psychoanalysis Diversity Committee initiative, documenting video interviews with Black psychoanalyst graduates. Her numerous achievements have been acknowledged through various prestigious award recognition, including the 2024 Joseph Biden Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, the WPS Psychiatrist of the Year, American Society of Psychoanalytic Physicians, Henry P. and Page Laughlin Distinguished Citizen Award, the American Psychiatric Assembly's 2022 Area 3 Resident Fellow Member Mentor Award, the Distinguished Life Fellowship of the APA, and the Fellowship of the American College of Psychiatrists. In addition to presenting at local, national, and international conferences, Dr. Dunlap has made contributions to the field through numerous publications, articles offering a psychodynamic perspective on race, culture, and navigating differences in training and supervision appeared in Clinical Psychiatry News, the Journal of the American Psychoanalytic Association, Psychoanalysis, Self and Context, and the APA Psychiatric News. Dr. Dunlap. Yes.
Yes, I'm just going to say a couple of things. First of all, thank you. I really am grateful to receive this honor, having been involved with Elliot Sorrell in establishing this award, and then also working on the committee last year. I'm aware of the rigorous criteria that are used to evaluate potential recipients, so I really am grateful. When Enrico was telling me about the program, he let me know that we were not able to make a speech, and I think he was wondering if I was going to be okay with that. I'm like, fine. But one thing I do want to say is that this award, the Charles Prudhome's Human Rights Award, is important because we had the civil rights movement in the 50s, and Dr. Prudhomme was very much involved with that. And human rights are important because they're inextricably intertwined with social determinants of mental health. And we had the civil rights movement. I'm hoping that what is emerging is a human rights movement because we need to protect civil rights and human rights in order to provide health care that is needed. So, again, thank you.
It's nice to meet everybody. It is my pleasure and honor to announce Dr. Marquita Wills as the Psychiatrist of the Year Award winner. This award celebrates a distinguished psychiatrist who has significantly advanced the field through exceptional contributions across multiple key areas, including high quality, compassionate, and evidence-based patient care, strong leadership and service, dedication to education and mentorship, and fostering the development of future psychiatrists. Dr. Wills is the first Black American and first woman to occupy the critical role of CEO for APA in the 180-year professional society, and is helping to navigate our national organization steadily through incredibly crucial but uncertain times. Despite all that is on her plate, she also helped kick off our new WPS Advocacy webinar series in December. Congratulations on this very deserving honor, Dr. Wills, and accepting on her behalf, Dr. Regina James, Chief Diversity and Health Equity and Deputy Medical Director of the American Psychiatric Association. Next, we have the Residents of the Year. So the Resident of the Year Award honors a resident who exemplifies exceptional clinical skill, dedication to patient care, and a commitment to advancing psychiatry. This award celebrates residents who embody the future of psychiatry, demonstrating a passion for improving mental health care and a commitment to lifelong learning and service. This year, we have two ideal residents we are honored to award. First, Dr. Ayub Imtiaz, who is a chief resident at St. Elizabeth's Hospital. In the past 4 years, Dr. Imtiaz has fulfilled clinical and leadership responsibility in an exemplary manner. He also displayed a passion for his craft, including completing the adult and combined child and adolescent psychoanalytic fellowship programs at the Washington-Baltimore Center for Psychoanalysis. He also displayed remarkable scholarship, being published
They're intact.
strong class. Remarkable scholarship, being the published co-author of 7 peer-reviewed articles and 59 poster presentations, 17 as first author. Dr. Imtiaz also co-authored 14 of the 36 abstract submissions for the 2025 WS poster competition. Congratulations, Dr. Imtiaz.
I have the honor of presenting the second Resident of the Year award to Dr. Alicia Khan, a PGY 3 resident in the MedStar Georgetown Psychiatry Program. Dr. Khan is a clinician, advocate, researcher, and leader who founded MedStar Moms in Medicine, a 52-member community providing support, advocacy, and education for physician mothers. She has published an article on resident wellness, worked on standardizing intimate partner violence screenings in emergency departments based on USP-STF recommendations, and presented on clozapine management in medically ill patients. Dr. Khan has also served as president on Georgetown's AMA chapter and completed 1 year as a resident fellow representative on the WPS board. She is a tremendous asset to psychiatry. Congratulations, Dr. Khan.
So next up we have the Visionary Award. The Visionary Award celebrates an individual or organization who has exhibited extraordinary vision and leadership in advancing general psychiatry and mental health care. Their contributions have demonstrated a profound commitment to improving mental well-being through innovative approaches and a dedication to the advancement of knowledge. It is our privilege to present this award to Dr. William Lawson. For his extraordinary career spanning over 4 decades, exemplifies the highest ideals of human rights advocacy and psychiatry through his tireless work to eliminate racial and ethnic disparities in mental health care. His commitment to human rights is evident in every aspect of his multifaceted career as an educator, clinician, scholar, and innovative researcher. He has authored multiple books, over 200 applications in peer-reviewed journals, and a 15-year tenure as professor and chair of psychiatry at Howard University. He is the medical director for 2 nonprofit mental health and substance abuse public clinics, and his research with Elon Medics and Emerson Research Institute contributes to developing novel treatments for opiate addiction and cognitive impairment. What truly distinguishes Dr. Lawson's work is his unwavering dedication to addressing social determinants of mental health and combating systemic disparities. Through his evidence-based strategies and innovative solutions, Dr. Lawson has dedicated his career to ensuring that quality mental health care is accessible to all individuals, regardless of their racial or ethnic background. His work exemplifies the principle that mental health care is a fundamental human right, and his efforts have significantly advanced this cause. Thank you, Dr. Lawson, for your inspiring career and visionary work to advance the field of psychiatry. And accepting on his behalf is Dr. Dunlap.
I am pleased to accept this award on behalf of Dr. Lawson, who is at the Black Psychiatrists of America conference in Atlanta this weekend, and he was invited to speak, and that's the reason he's not able to be here. I did want to just say something about the Visionary Award. The full name of this award is the Senator Paul and Sheila Wellstone Visionary Award. And this is another award that was established with Elliot Sorrell's help and in his own vision. He encouraged WPS to establish this award. And I just want to say one thing about Dr. Wellstone. I was doing a little reading, and in, I can't remember what year it was, but he was invited to tour a juvenile residential facility in Louisiana. And he was shown boys they had nice clothes and nice sneakers, and it looked like the facility was doing well. And then a kid ran up to him and told him in so many words, "This is a sham." And it was from that that Dr. Wellstone established a Juvenile Justice Act to promote mental health treatment. In fact, he wanted to see the kids who actually were struggling with mental health. So I think it's perfect that Dr. Lawson is receiving this award. In addition to everything that has been shared, he really is focused on the marginalized and also is very involved in juvenile justice. So thank you.
We are now going to present the Lifetime Distinguished Service Award. As you might imagine, we have a number of very distinguished, very committed psychiatrists in the WPS. The Lifetime Distinguished Service Award in Psychiatry recognizes an individual's exceptional and enduring contributions to the field of psychiatry and the well-being of patients, demonstrating a career marked by significant advancements in clinical practice, research, advocacy, or education, spanning multiple decades. This award celebrates those who have consistently gone above and beyond, leaving a lasting impact on the profession and the lives of those they serve. We have 4 ideal and deserving candidates this year whose life work exemplifies the highest standards of psychiatric excellence and service. In no particular order, I'm starting with Dr. Janice Hutchinson as our first honoree. She has had a remarkable career as an advocate, leader, mentor, administrator, and clinician who completed adult, child, and adolescent psychiatric residencies and fellowship after completing her pediatric residency and obtaining a master's degree in public health. She marshaled her tremendous abilities in various settings. In the Public Health Commissioned Corps, as a public health doctor at the AMA, as an administrator at the Children's Mental Health Services, a department of the DC Department of Mental Health, as faculty and residency director at Howard University Hospital, and as the chair for the WPS Psychiatrists in Society Subcommittee. She has spent her entire professional life serving vulnerable populations, starting with her 4th year of medical school, when she worked at the John F. Kennedy Hospital in Monrovia, Liberia. She has also worked at a refugee camp outside of Bangkok, Thailand, organized the first major conference in the 1980s on HIV and AIDS, volunteered in Haiti after a devastating hurricane. She is an author on such topics as teen pregnancy, domestic violence, HIV/AIDS, and others, including co-author of the book, Bruising Control, Loving a Black Child with Bipolar Disorder. Dr. Hutchinson's heart is large and her moral compass is clear. Thank you, Dr. Hutchinson, for your dedication and leadership in the field of psychiatry. Congratulations. I now have the honor to congratulate and award Dr. Elizabeth Morrison, who has been a leader and steadfast pillar of the psychiatric community for over 40 years. She is committed to mentoring and leadership and has served the role in settings such as the U.S. Army Medical Corps. on the psychiatric facility faculty at the Uniformed Services University and Georgetown University, and as a psychiatric consultant to the Peace Corps and the U.S. Department of State Medical Services. She also spent nearly 20 years serving in a variety of roles for the APA and WPS, including as president of WPS. In addition to her full-time practice, Dr. Morrison has provided thoughtful and passionate testimony concerning medical aid in dying, distinguishing it from suicide and articulating ethical concerns. Thank you so much, Dr. Morrison, for all of your contributions, and congratulations.
Pleasure of also now recognizing Dr. Raymond Frederick Patterson. He is a celebrated forensic expert with over 40 years of experience combating the negative effects on individuals experiencing extended stays in prisons and forensic psychiatric facilities. His nomination wrote, quote, "A paragraph here would not do any justice to the depth of his clinical, administrative, forensic, and correctional contributions to our field. He has been a force for good in extreme settings, as well as advancing care with work in the Joint Commission, Department of Justice Civil Rights Division, St. Elizabeth's, Clifton Perkins, and as an associate professor at University of Maryland. Thank you for all your profound contributions to some of the most vulnerable patients and advancing the field of psychiatry. Congratulations, Dr. Patterson." Considering WPS is having a celebration at the Italian Embassy, it is most fitting to honor our longtime WPS member, Dr. Emilia Scarcella, with a Lifetime Service Award. Dr. Scarcella has a long history of service to WPS and to the diplomatic community in Washington. She has been a member of the WPS board, the founder of the WPS Embassy Disaster Preparedness Program, and has been designated psychiatrist for the Embassy of Italy since 2000. Dr. Scarcella served our country as a major in the U.S. Army Reserves and is also a Knight of the Republic of Italy. She is a Jungian psychoanalyst and maintains a private practice in D.C. In 2013, she coordinated a day-long program for psychiatrists and the diplomatic community on mass disaster in metropolitan areas at the Embassy of Italy. She has maintained close contact with many of the medical attachés of several countries, including Canada. Congratulations, Dr. Scarcella, on this most deserving award.
This is for Miss Marta Pontes, representing St. Elizabeth's Hospital. St. Elizabeth's Hospital is the public forensic psychiatric hospital of Washington, D.C., and it's 170 years old this year. It's the 170th anniversary. And representing it is Miss Marta Pontes, receiving a 2025 WPS Special Recognition Award. She's a registered nurse who holds an MA in healthcare administration and an MBA. And as the hospital's chief nursing executive, she's in charge of a staff of over 400. Her devotion to the mission is unparalleled. She works 365 days a year, she really does. She comes to work before dawn and leaves in the evening. But she's ready to go back to the hospital if needed, and is always available on call, 24/7. I can tell you that. It's not just how much she does, it's also that unassuming and understated way, sotto voce, of doing it, that makes her an example for all of us. So, Ms. Marta Pontes. Well, we have special recognition certificate. Do we have a certificate or not? Oh, plus, okay. Where are they? Okay. Special recognition 2025 to Dr. Rania Gupta, my good friend and colleague and former supervisor, Dr. Gupta, chair of the membership committee. Rania, are you here? I wasn't either. Congratulations. We're going to also recognize Candy Feldman, who is with the Next Wave Group staff. He's in Connecticut, I believe, so somebody else will receive the recognition, the plaque for him. Is that you, Yolanda? Yeah. I mean, he's amazing. He has helped us tremendously this year, and you know that we've been active, let's say, and he has been very reactive and proactive with us. And, without him and without this group of professionals, nothing would have been done here. We should say more about that, and we will say more. Because then we have Yolanda Johnson, our amazing tremendous job, huh? All around. All year long, huh? All right. Well, Marta Pontes, we have already recognized there, right? So, done with that. Kathy Thompson. With the CME committee, and how nice you are to everybody. From Louisiana. Okay. And how about Dr. Matthew Rudolfer, who you are years of chairmanship of the CME committee? No, it's counting. Oh, no, okay, but that's not count. Let's just move on. Amazing people. Laura Willing is not here, I believe, but she's the chair of the Legislative Advocacy Committee. That is co-chaired by Jake, who has been tremendous all year long, right? You've been basically every week we've been working together, right? So, but this is for Laura Wheeling. They co-chair this advocacy committee that is very active. We have 3 jurisdictions, as you know, and so these people have active in 3 elected assemblies, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. We want to have one photo of all the awardees. Oh, yeah. All right. This she doesn't expect. Anne-Marie, you're getting an award too. You're trying to not get an award, I know. But apparently you are, and that's because you have served for 3 years and really worked hard as a president-elect, as the president of the 75th anniversary Gala, which you remember well, and also the immediate past president, very, very active all year long. Huh? So you really deserve it. That's not, it's on tape. So, are we done or no? Oh, no. People are getting hungry here.
One thing that we have done this year that is dear to my heart is established an internship program with the Washington Psychiatric Society, offering opportunities for medical students, residents, and even pre-medical students and high school students to come and be a part of our organization and contribute in meaningful ways in that regard. And I want to just take an opportunity to honor the inaugural class of interns that we've had. And that includes 4 wonderful and very promising individuals who I believe are all going to be eventually moving into psychiatry is my hope. But we've already locked some in and see them as the future leaders of the organization. And so just let me take 2 seconds just to introduce you to each of them. I don't know if I don't believe they're all here, but I believe two of the 4 are. Ishan Gangotra, who is a graduate of Villanova University. Is he here? His mom is. Thank you very much. Also Stella Rao, who is a undergraduate, fully a companion of mine, who is also a 4th-year medical student at Georgetown as of this past week, and is definitely going to be entering psychiatry and putting her application into residency this year. Who is another wonderful individual who has assisted us in many ways, including being the master of ceremonies of recording of this performance today. A post-bac fellow at NIDA and a graduate of the Virginia Commonwealth University, and we very much appreciate his efforts. And then one other individual who is not here with us tonight, Janita Stanley, who is a graduate of Ross University and just learned with Match Day this past 2 weeks ago that she will be attending an Emory University program in psychiatry. No other acknowledgements? No?
Well, we certainly acknowledge and we'll send a certificate to our speakers. The certificate did not materialize somehow, but you will get the certificate in the mail, and you certainly are appreciated and acknowledged for what you've done tonight, but also for what you've done in your
the very distinguished careers, Gabrielle, Luigi, and Amir. Thank you so much.
Thanks to Yolanda's continued hard work, we are able tonight to announce the winners of the election for the future board in this next year. And I want to thank everybody who is here and indicate to all of you that I look so forward to having your expertise and involvement in the board in this coming year so we can continue the success that Enrico and the individuals involved have really generated, and the momentum will continue. So thank you and congratulations to you. They're hungry. One of the things that we wanted to emphasize is, again, thanking Enrico for leading the way for the WPS this past year and really establishing a framework for a very active and robust schedule of programming as well as involvement of the membership in a way that hasn't been able to be done since the pandemic. Thank you. The idea that we're going to continue in this coming year to move forward with emphasizing member services and the way that we can support our membership and its diversity in providing professional resources to ultimately take better care of our patients and our parents. Middle generation, right? So, the reality is that we have such tremendous strength in our membership, and one of the things that is so critical is to have our members be able to support and develop through the association and connection of that community. And that's one of the things that the next year will hopefully bring, along with the partnerships that have already been established and started with the universities, the hospital systems, and the community programs that exist. And so we look forward in that regard to also partner with many of our sponsors that are here today as well, and that the sponsors are very critical in terms of, and thank you to the sponsors for their participation, but are critical in helping us do what we can do best, which is care for our patients and make that happen in the most productive and influential way. Thank you all so much.